Critics risk nothing. Now that's a statement. What do you say to something like that? I know I would say something like, oh sure they do. They risk their reputation and being disliked. But that's not really true. In today's day and age, everyone's a critic. Everything and everyone gets graded, top 10, rated, scored, compiled, compared, and critiqued. Everyone does it. This is not to say that critical thinking and constructive criticism are bad things, because they're absolutely not. I'm not referring to those things. We must look and think critically at everything to even begin to unravel the mystery that is life. This sort of negative commentary that seems to be the trend on all things under the sun is rarely ever helpful. The old adage, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, conveys the polar opposite of what I am trying to work out here. Because if no one ever stepped on anyone's toes or said anything controversial, that would just be a bland and depressing reality. Constant negativity is the problem. Let's put this into context. I like to create. In fact, I would go as far to say I love to create. More specifically, I love to make videos. I love movies, short films, internet videos, documentaries, just about all things that you can cram into the expansive world of filmmaking. Making videos and movies is a chance to create something bigger than yourself and immerse the audience in your vision. Let everyone see through your eyes for once. It is a fascinating medium of art. There is only one seemingly insurmountable problem. It has probably been done before. Any idea I come up with is a derivative of someone else's work. Unoriginality. The bane of my creative existence. No matter what you make, someone has done it to a higher degree and will continue to outperform you in that thread of an idea for your entire life. Stories keep getting told over and over and over again. What do I have to offer that is unique from the rest of the world? So what does the issue of perennial storytelling have to do with criticism? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's really difficult to stand out as a creative because of how saturated the field is with talented and not so talented people. It has most likely been done before. Someone could take a better crack at this idea than me. Blah, blah, blah. Insert more lame excuses here. What do I have to offer? That is the question I often ask myself. So how do I deal with this crippling conundrum? Simple. I don't. I get lazy. I don't create. Instead, I consume. I watch shows, movies, and hours upon hours upon hours of YouTube videos when I could be out there making something, but I don't. The argument for consuming content for knowledge and relaxation and a host of other things is a good one, and I don't see any problem to it, in moderation of course. But it is when I turn from my desire to create, give up, and fill it with something that closely resembles garbage, that is when the problem arises. Sure, watching movies will make you a better director. Watching tutorials on how to use your editing program to the best you can use it will make you a better editor, and so on. But that's not the problem. It is when we have an idea or some sort of inspiration for a video, drawing, writing, music, or whatever your thing is, and we don't do anything with that inspiration. Because why bother? There are plenty of other artists who could do it better. So, I consume. I remain in this pit of hopeless consuming and comfort. When you consume constantly, it can quickly liquefy your creative muscles, deaden your appreciation for the work that goes into making something, simply because you haven't gotten off your couch and made something for a while. This sort of bitterness sets in, and for some reason, you become the critic that no one asked for. When I watch a movie, I will critique it constantly, and trust me, there's a difference between critiquing for the sake of improvement, which is called constructive criticism, and criticizing for the hell of it. I'm not constructively criticizing it. I'm picking this movie apart bit by bit. Ooh, that was a badly lit scene. I wish they would just have turned down the music. I can't hear the dialogue. Wow, that was horrible acting, etc., etc., etc. It's a slippery slope. Once you get going, that negative critical eye doesn't seem to rest. And before you know it, you become the world's most renowned critic that no one really asked for. And we don't really get anywhere by doing it. So why do we do it? Because it's easy, it's safe. It's easy to tell someone behind a screen that their work is complete rubbish. Critics risk nothing. Think of the person who made the very thing that you nitpicked to death. Did they risk nothing? No, they took a risk. They risked being critiqued by people like me, the people who have no appreciation for the amount of work and effort that went into making something like that, the washed up artists who gave up, the wannabe filmmakers that never took a risk, the ones who have nothing better to do with the time given to them. So how do you want to live? By never creating anything, never taking any risks, or by laying it all on the line and creating something? I want to take risks. I want to live life to the full. I want to create things that inspire, entertain, create wonder, make people ask themselves some of the bigger questions. I want to create worlds. I don't want to stay at my own comfort level in creating. I want to seek discomfort and push myself. I want to create for something more. I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one who has this problem. And if you watch this far, maybe you do too. Whether that's the case or not, let's get out of our comfort zones and create something worthwhile. I'm going to leave you with 2 quotes that have a lot of similarities from 2 men who I believe lived out this call to create. Be not afraid. Do not be satisfied with mediocrity. You were not made for comfort. You were made for greatness. If you found this video at all helpful, feel free to share it with your friends, like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Yeah, thanks for listening to my thoughts on being creative and doing stuff. Later, skater.